Madison welcomes home the body of the National Guard pilot killed in a training exercise last month. And hundreds of Trump supporters protest as the House prepares to launch a second impeachment process. But in Madison, a group of protesters say it's time Senator Ron Johnson resigned.
This is News 3 Now at 6.
We start with breaking news this evening. Authorities in Greene County say a newborn is missing. The Greene County Sheriff and Village of Albany police say the baby girl was reported missing today in the Village of Albany. After the baby was born at home on Tuesday, the father gave her to a friend to watch. The baby and that friend have not been seen since. Sheriff deputies say an initial search has been unsuccessful and the father hasn't said who that friend is. Anyone with information related to the newborn's whereabouts is asked to call the Greene County Sheriff's Department at 608-328-9400. The 115th Fighter Wing is honoring the pilot killed in an F-16 crash in the Upper Peninsula during a training exercise last month. Gabriela Becerra joins us to share how people are honoring this fallen hero.
The remains of Major Durwood Jones were returned to Wisconsin today from Dover Air Force Base in Delaware. And although much of the transfer was kept private, many still showed up to pay their respects. A hero's welcome home.
Transfer of Major Jones. All personnel begin assembling in your designated locations.
Only silence could be heard as members of the Wisconsin Air National Guard lined the road and saluted Major Durwood Jones as he departs the 115th Fighter Wing for the last time. People lined the procession route in hopes of showing a sign of respect.
Grief and sadness, but also pride in the amount of support that they have, the camaraderie that they have.
Jerry Thornton brought his grandkids to watch on today. His son and their father also serves in the 115th Fighter Wing.
I know how close their unit is, how much love and family they have, the sacrifices they've made.
All thoughts today are with Major Jones's family, a wife and 2 children he leaves behind.
We have a fallen fighter pilot, and I think it was great to show support for him and his family.
Charles Latimer says he felt it was important to show Major Jones's family that he was a hero to people who never got to know him.
I always dreamed about being a fighter pilot, and right now where things are in America, it's good to see that people are having this good turnout to support someone that's defending our country, and I just wanted to be part of that.
And most of all, their attempt to show their gratitude to the men and women who give all.
We're fortunate to have people that, knowing the dangers, still want to serve their country, and we're very appreciative of that.
Per the family's wishes, the funeral service was kept private, but a memorial service is being planned for a later date. And now the United States Air Force has entered phase 2 of their investigation. This is where they try to figure out what might have went wrong on board right before the crash. Now, this typically takes about 30 days, Amanda.
All right. Thank you so much, Gabby. Let's get a look at your first warned weather with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Pretty quiet out there, Gary.
Quiet is good this time of year, but we did get a little sunshine mixed in with the clouds, which is nice to see. That's about the best we can hope for, at least for tomorrow as well, as clouds are expected to linger. Visible cloud tracker showing cloud cover over much of southern Wisconsin with a few breaks, but nothing to produce any precipitation. There are some flurries across western Minnesota and eastern South Dakota. Those will stay away from us for a while. Visibility is right now at or above 10 miles for most of southern Wisconsin. We will see some patchy fog overnight. Already starting to see some fog up into central Wisconsin and southeastern Minnesota. Temperatures are in the teens and 20s right now. Here in Madison, we've dropped to 20 degrees with the breaks in the clouds, but those temperatures will probably come back up for a time later on tonight. So by tomorrow morning, we'll be right around 20 degrees with mostly cloudy skies, and look for those skies to remain cloudy for the day tomorrow. The high temperature at 27. Later on, I'll take a look at a forecast that includes a little moderation in temperatures for the first part of next week, some light snow, and then colder weather at the end of next week.
Thank you so much, Gary. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and other House Democrats are laying plans for impeaching President Trump again after his supporters violently stormed the U.S. Capitol on Wednesday following his incendiary speech. CBS News correspondent Tom Hansen reports from New York.
Hello, Patriots!
Heavily armed supporters of President Trump gathered in Minneapolis Saturday for a Stop the Steal protest.
We want Donald Trump to resign!
While anti-Trump demonstrators rallied in front of Chicago's Trump Tower, in New York's Times Square, and in a handful of other cities. As Washington, D.C. prepares for President-elect Joe Biden's January 20th inauguration, security is being tightened around the city. With less than 2 weeks before President Trump leaves the White House, congressional Democrats are preparing to bring articles of impeachment against him as early as Monday.
It was an act of sedition that was incited and encouraged by Donald Trump. And that's why he must be held accountable to the full extent of the law.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi spoke to Leslie Stahl for this Sunday's 60 Minutes.
Sadly, the person who's running the executive branch is a deranged, unhinged, dangerous president of the United States.
The draft article of impeachment, incitement of insurrection, alleges President Trump's conduct on Wednesday gravely endangered the security of the United States. He would be the first president to be impeached twice, but some Republicans believe there just isn't enough time.
I've got enough decisions to make about things that can happen rather than to spend time on things that can't happen.
The Justice Department continues to pursue charges in connection with the assault on the Capitol. That includes Adam Johnson of Florida, allegedly seen carrying Speaker Pelosi's lectern during the rampage, and Jacob Anthony Chansley, believed to be this shirtless man wearing horns, a bearskin headdress, and face paint, was also arrested. Tom Hansen, CBS News.
Alaska's Lisa Murkowski became the first GOP senator to call for the president to resign. Back here in Madison, a group of people organized a car caravan protest this afternoon to Senator Ron Johnson's Madison office. They say Senator Johnson's actions helped lead to Wednesday's assault of the Capitol. They left Johnson letters demanding his immediate resignation. While Johnson has supported many of the president's false claims about the election, he ended up voting against any attempts to change the election's outcome. Turning to coronavirus news now, 27 more people have died from COVID-19 in the state of Wisconsin. Those deaths were reported this afternoon by state and county health officials. Nearly 3,000 people were alerted within the last day or so that they have tested positive for the virus. Southern California continues to see a massive spike in COVID-19 cases. A federal medical team is helping out with the COVID surge at hospitals in the state. The demand for intensive care services is at a near record high. Hospitals' ICUs are operating at more than 1.5 times capacity. Brooke McCullough is the operations executive for Dameron and Lodi Adventist, the two hospitals getting help from the federal medical team. She says because of them, both hospitals have doubled ICU capacity.
It's also allowed us to accept transfers from other hospitals in the community and really be, the place where people can come for relief if they need a place for their patients.
Nearly 12,000 people have died from COVID-19 in Los Angeles County alone. The Middleton Police Department says 18 people were arrested during their latest Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over campaign. The campaign ran from December 18th to New Year's Day. In addition to the drunken driving related arrests, officers also made several drug arrests, felony arrests, and one arrest related to a warrant. We're getting an update on the life of Jamie Kloss 2 years after she escaped captivity. The Kloss family posted a public message on Facebook this morning in honor of tomorrow's anniversary of her return home. The post says, in part, Jamie is doing good. We take life day by day. She enjoys dance, school activities, and many other things as much as possible. Jamie was declared missing in October of 2019 when sheriff's deputies responded to a 911 call, found the door to her family's home near Barron kicked in. Her parents, James and Denise Kloss, were shot dead inside. 88 days later, she was found 65 miles north in the town of Gordon after she escaped captivity. Her captor, Jake Patterson, is serving 2 life sentences after pleading guilty to 2 counts of intentional homicide and 1 count of kidnapping. There's more to come at 6. When we come back, Indonesian search and rescue teams are looking for the passengers of a crashed plane. We'll share an update. And tonight at 10, a major addition to Devil's Lake could be coming after nearly 40 years of planning. What's next for the project?
It's your last chance for the New Year's mattress deals at Ashley Home Store. Save up to 65% off doorbuster mattresses like these, in stock and available now. Plus, get your choice of free Apple gifts with purchase of select mattresses and free quick ship delivery. Only at Ashley Home Store.
If your dry eye symptoms keep coming back, inflammation in your eye might be to blame.
Looks like a great day for achy, burning eyes.
Over-the-counter eye drops typically work by lubricating your eyes and may provide temporary relief.
Ha! These drops probably won't touch me.
Xiidra works differently, targeting inflammation that can cause dry eye disease.
What is that? Xiidra? No!
It can provide lasting relief.
Oh.
Xiidra is the only FDA-approved treatment specifically for the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease. 1 drop in each eye, twice a day. Don't use if you're allergic to Xiidra. Common side effects include eye irritation, discomfort, or blurred vision when applied to the eye, and unusual taste sensation. Don't touch container tip to your eye or any surface. After using Xiidra, wait 15 minutes before reinserting contacts.
Got any room in your eye?
Talk to an eye doctor about twice daily Xiidra.
I'd prefer you didn't.
Xiidra. Not today, dry eye.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
It's your last chance for the Ashley Home Store New Year's sale. Shop exclusive deals through Tuesday only, including doorbusters available for immediate pickup and delivery, plus interest-free financing for 5 years, and a bonus 5% discount off our sale prices. Only at Ashley Home Store.
An Indonesian Boeing 737 likely crashed shortly after taking off from an airport in Jakarta. 62 people were on that plane. Officials say search and rescue workers believe the plane crashed between 2 islands in the Thousand Island chain northwest of the city. Fishermen in the area say they heard an explosion and saw a sudden large wave around the same time that plane went missing. The plane is more than 20 years old, and it is not a 737 MAX plane. Those recently allowed to return to the skies. Schools in Kenosha, Wisconsin are preparing to return to in-person learning. One teacher who believes she contracted COVID-19 in the classroom, then passed it on to her husband who died, is fighting that decision. Taylor Lumpkin has that story.
She's incredibly heartbroken, as anyone could imagine.
Tanya Kitz-Lewinsky is president of the Kenosha Education Association and a close friend of Jeannie Hoffman. Tanya spoke on her friend's behalf, who is too distraught over her husband's recent death due to COVID-19.
She wants to make sure this never happens to anyone else in our district.
Tanya says Jeannie's husband was high risk, but after using all of her medical leave, Tanya says Jeannie had to return to school for in-person learning, where she says she contracted the virus.
Within a week and a half of reporting to work, Jeannie contracted COVID, which she then inadvertently passed on to both her mother and her husband. Although Jim fought really hard for 19 days, he did not make it through.
During a meeting of the Kenosha School Board Wednesday night, teachers and parents gave their opinions about the return to in-person learning next week. Among them was the executive director of the Kenosha Education Association, who shared a statement from Jeannie Hoffman.
Returning in person before it is safe to do so will lead to occurrences of more of the same tragedy that has needlessly struck my family.
Tanya says a return to in-person teaching right now just isn't safe.
Many educators are weighing their options right now. I'm hearing from people who are pretty desperate and who have reached out to the district to ask what choices they have and are being told that they can take unpaid leave.
I'm told another teacher similar to Jeannie also contracted COVID-19 in the classroom and passed it along to her husband, who died back in November. A district spokesperson released a statement that read in part, quote, "The district has always required anyone with COVID symptoms or a positive COVID test result to remain at home, and we intend to continue with this practice going forward."
When we come back, are you in the market for a new mattress? If you're looking for options to the test. And a quiet stretch of weather looks to continue, but that could change near the end of the week. Have a look at your First Warn forecast after the break.
The New Year's Super Sale at Denver Mattress has been extended, so there's still time to find great deals on your perfect mattress. Shop today, and the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Score free shipping, and check out the Summit Firm for only $199.99. Save $100 on our entire Doctor's Choice lineup. Or purchase a Tempur-Pedic and get a free $300 Furniture Row gift certificate, plus 5 years no interest financing. Hurry! The extended New Year's Super Sale at Denver Mattress ends soon.
Do you take daily prescription pain medications, but they don't help enough? Do you want more options to better manage chronic pain? University of Wisconsin-Madison STAMP Study offers free, safe, therapeutic programs to address chronic pain. The programs occur once a week for 8 weeks and pays up to $340. Call 608-212-6902 today. Again, that's 608-212-6902.
The forecast calls for a messy commute. The Ford lineup helps keep you in command. Intelligent four-wheel drive monitors traction, and a terrain management system adapts to road conditions at the turn of a knob. So you're ready to take on the elements with confidence. Power through the storm in a new Ford Explorer, now with 0% financing for 72 months, plus $4,250 bonus cash. See your Wisconsin dealer today.
Extended through January 15th. Join Planet Fitness for no enrollment. $10 a month, no commitment. 2020 is over. Start 2021 with tons of ways to get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. And spread out while you work out with cardio distancing and our new crowd meter. Plus, use our app to get moving anywhere. Your fitness is essential, so kick things off with the year's best deal. Join for no enrollment, $10 a month, no commitment. Deal ends January 15th.
5 Madison area locations. Sign up for $10 a month. Stop in today.
So I can get the latest phones free with no hidden requirements?
Yep, all season long.
And do I have to get the most expensive plan?
Nope, no plan restrictions.
Okay, but we have to trade in our phones, right? Right?
Nope, keep your phones.
Did you say free phone?
Yep, the latest phone's free for you.
Okay,
Switch to U.S. Cellular and get the latest phones free, available all season long with no hidden requirements. U.S. Cellular, upgrade to fair.
Welcome back. Having trouble sleeping? Think it's time for a new mattress? Consumer Reports tests prove that you don't have to spend a lot or even go to a store to get a comfortable mattress delivered right to your front door.
Thank you. Like everything else these days, you can probably order it online and have it delivered. Even your next bed. But if you're concerned about choosing a mattress without trying it out, Consumer Reports performs a myriad of mattress tests so you can find exactly what's right for you.
In Consumer Reports' most recent member survey, we found that more than 40% of members bought a mattress online in 2019 and 2020. Of the people who bought that mattress online, 50% were completely satisfied with their shopping experience.
And perhaps more reassuring, only about 2% of surveyed members were dissatisfied with their online mattress shopping experience. CR evaluates how well a mattress supports the body for back and side sleepers. Testers drop a weight on each mattress to see how well it resists bounciness, a priority if you have a sleep partner that tosses and turns. And this test assesses how well a mattress keeps its shape over time. And while many mattresses can cost $1,000 and up, CR found with some, you don't need to spend a fortune to get a good night's sleep. CR's test found this Signature Sleep's Gold Inspire is a great foam mattress for most body types and sleep styles. And it does exceptionally well in petite and average back sleeper support tests. For couples, consider this Costco NovaForm mattress, which performed very good in CR's tests that measure vibrations across the mattress. It also performs well in both the back and side sleeper support tests, earning a very good rating for all sizes and sleep styles.
Though these inexpensive mattresses aren't at the top of our ratings, they do still offer decent performance.
And knowing you got a good deal will also help you sleep better. This is Teresa Panetta.
Consumer Reports says mattresses are such a personal choice that even a top-scoring mattress might not be top-scoring for you. That's why its experts recommend checking out the return policy for any mattress that you buy. Many online mattress retailers offer free shipping and generous trial periods, usually 100 days and sometimes even longer. If that story didn't make you want to cover up in a warm bed, take a look at this video. Spain has seen record amounts of snow across the country. Parts of the area have seen more than 24 hours of continuous snowfall. Experts say it's the most intense storm the country has seen in the last 50 years. After the snow stops falling, meteorologists expect temperatures to fall dramatically. Let's get a look at your first warm weather with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalta. We haven't had much snow.
No, actually, we're running a little bit below normal snowfall-wise. I'll show you where we are at that point a little bit later on. But when you have a lot of snow on the ground, obviously it gets a lot colder after that, and that makes a big difference. 3 things you need to know in our forecast. Expect mainly cloudy skies again for tomorrow. Maybe a little better chances of having some sunshine mixed in with the clouds for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, kind of like some of us saw this afternoon. Dry weather is still expected to continue through Wednesday, but we will see some light snow chances on Thursday and then on Sunday with some snow shower chances, and then we'll turn gradually colder as we head through the weekend and into the early part of next week. Visibility right now starting to drop in northwestern Wisconsin. We'll see some patchy fog again overnight, but the areas that might experience more widespread fog are still likely to stay to our north and west over northwestern Wisconsin and parts of Minnesota. Snow depth right now, highest just to our south. These amounts really haven't changed very much because temperatures have stayed at or slightly below freezing for most of the last couple of weeks, but compared to normal, this winter so far we've had 16.9 inches of snow. That's down 4.3 compared to average, whereas the average snowfall to this date is a little over 21 inches. Last year we had a little more than 18.5 inches, so a little more than this year, but still a little bit less than normal. The upper air weather pattern is going to change. Right now, much of the country is cool. You can see these are temperatures in the 20s and 30s, all the way down almost to the Gulf Coast. Only the far southwestern part of the country has temperatures in the 40s and 50s, but you can see as we go through the middle part of the week, the jet stream lifts a little bit to the north and kind of comes in from the west as we head toward Thursday. That will bring a little tongue of milder air up. Our temperatures will probably make the middle 30s here, but there's much colder air waiting in the wings as the jet stream starts to buckle again toward the end of the week. The first shot of cold air moves in on Friday. Notice the jet stream coming in from the northwest. Coldest air will stay just north of the Great Lakes, but it will continue that pattern. And as we head through the weekend and into Monday, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, notice the pattern coming right out of central Canada through the United States. That brings down even colder air with high temperatures probably only around 20 degrees, and it looks like that weather pattern will continue at least into the middle part of next week. The pattern is starting to shift in the Pacific Ocean. Lots of storms lined up along that jet stream, so that's what will cause the buckling as these storms approach the west coast, but that's still a few days off, so temperatures will stay at or even slightly above normal through the middle of the week. For tomorrow, more clouds. What else is new? High temperature at 27, and then as we look at the 7 to 10 day forecast, temperatures show a gradual increase to the middle 30s for Wednesday and Thursday. Again, those light snow chances on Thursday, some flurries on Friday, a little colder for the weekend, and then even colder as we head toward Martin Luther King Day and beyond with a chance of flurries on that holiday as well.
All right, get ready for those clouds. What else is new? Thank you so much, Gary. When we come back, it's the start of the NFL playoffs. We'll have highlights from the Colts and Bills game.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
We are the Thrivers. Women with metastatic breast cancer. Standing in the struggle. Hustling through the hurt. Asking for science, not sorries. Our time for more time has come. Living longer is possible and proven in women taking Kisqali plus fulvestrant or a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor. Kisqali is the only treatment in its class with proven overall survival results in 2 clinical trials, helping women live longer with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer. Kisqali was also significantly more effective at delaying disease progression versus a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor or fulvestrant alone. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Kisqali is not approved for use with tamoxifen. It's our time to continue to shine because we are the Thrivers. Ask your doctor about Kisqali, the only treatment in its class proven to help women live longer in 2 clinical trials.
After a drunk driving accident, drivers may be punished in the criminal justice system, but the victims are overlooked. But not by Gingras, Thompson, and Walks. With devastating injuries and loss, drunk driving accident victims need an attorney to fight for a way to rebuild their lives. GTW lawyers have won some of the biggest civil awards. Recently, over $5 million for a woman who lost her husband and became disabled. More power, more fight, the most heart. Gingras, Thompson, and Walks.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Plans to remove President Trump from the Oval Office and why Twitter says no more. Plus, Dana will be tracking your weather. Join us on Sunday morning starting at 6:30.
A quick look at some sports headlines. The Buffalo Bills are moving on in the playoffs. They beat the Indianapolis Colts 27-24 this afternoon in Buffalo. It snaps a 6-game postseason losing streak. It was also the team's first home playoff game in 24 years. And the Milwaukee Bucks looking to rebound tonight after a loss to the Utah Jazz last night at Pfizer Forum. It was the team's first loss at home all season. They played the Cleveland Cavaliers. Tonight, tip-off at 7 o'clock on Fox Sports Wisconsin. All right, Gary, let's take one final look at the forecast.
Well, skies will cloud up again in those areas that got a little sunshine. Already starting to see some fog north and west of La Crosse. I don't think it'll be very widespread, but expect some patchy fog tonight. Temperatures are in the teens and lower 20s, but as the clouds thicken up and the fog starts to move in, we'll see those temperatures actually rise a little bit. So by morning, we'll be around 20 degrees. Look for cloudy skies tomorrow, high temperature at 27. We'll be around 28 on Monday, maybe a few more peaks of sunshine. Mid-30s by Wednesday and Thursday, although there'll be some light snow on Thursday. Cold front comes through, dropping temperatures to the mid-20s on Friday. And then some light snow on Sunday. By MLK Day, temperatures will be even colder, down to around 20 for a high.
Thank you so much, Gary, and thanks so much for joining us. Have a great night.